Fuck, that thing's huge, bruh. That thing's fucking massive. Okay, so it seems like it's Reese and Pimple today in the podcast as the special guest. Fuck, I always get Pimples here for some reason. I have no idea why though, because all the other places that I get Pimples, like randomly I'll get around here, but then I just always get ones here. I think it might just be because of oily food and because I'm eating so much because I gym, but oh. Anyway, guys, enough about my pimples. Welcome to episode 5. I'm just trying to get this wire a bit longer so I can actually stretch. I don't want to unplug. Okay, that's just gonna have to do. But welcome to episode 5, guys. So I'm currently sitting in a random parking lot and there are people to my left right now walking. I hope they don't look at me and wonder what the fuck is this guy doing. But anyway, I actually recorded a podcast on Friday. I wanted to do like a video for people who don't have Valentines or anything, but I had a very hectic week because this was my first week back in university, and I was so tired and overwhelmed, and like all the modules I'm doing this semester apparently are like really high failure rates. So I was trying to study, I was trying to make notes early so that I'm good for tests, but when I tried to, I just couldn't do it. It was too overwhelming for me. I just felt like I was back at exam season, and that kind of hit me hard. Like, it kind of made me feel a bit insecure, like maybe I don't have the ability to do well in university this year. But I think it's very important with those things that you take a break. Like, whether it's an hour, whether it's a day, whether it's even a fucking week, just because most of the time it's your brain, it's your mind. Your mind is a bit overwhelmed and you don't think straight. And when you take breaks, and in my experience, when you take breaks, it really fucking helps. It really, really does. It helps me. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing economics and geography this semester. I'll be quick with this part of the podcast because I don't want to bore you guys, but it's really difficult and it's a lot of work and I don't want to fucking fail. But anyway, that was actually supposed to be at the end of the podcast, but listen out, let's go. So yesterday was Valentine's Day and I spent it alone. There's a guy slowly riding his bike here. It looks like security. Oh fuck, I hope he doesn't come here and interrupt the podcast. Okay, he rode right past us, but he might come back to us. Anyway, so I actually spent Valentine's Day alone yesterday. I've never in my entire life spent Valentine's Day with someone I love romantically. For some reason, I've always found myself just not being in love and like in a relationship on Valentine's Day. And I don't really know how to feel about that, but unfortunately, whenever I think of Valentine's Day, I still think of like the Valentine's days we had at school. In grade 11, me and my friend John, who has been on this podcast, we did a Ferris Bueller's Day Off thing on Valentine's Day. I think that was 2022. Yeah, 2022. And we just bunked school. Like, we didn't go to school. We Ubered all over Johannesburg. We went to Sandton City. We went to Melrose Arch. We went to the Zone in Rosebank. Like, we just went everywhere, and every place we went to, we sat down and had like a unique drink. He's just sitting there for some reason. Yeah, but we'd have a unique drink, and it was incredible. And I think that is the most memorable Valentine's Day I've ever had in my life. Just me and my best friend exploring Santon, and I remember like your like combined together, your I think we spent close to 1,000 rand on Ubers. Like it was insane, dude. But I mean, it was really enjoyable, and everyone was messaging us saying, "Where are you guys? Why aren't you at school?" and whatever. I don't think we had a test, but we had a very important lesson that we had to be at, me and John. But he's just still there. But we went. I mean, we didn't go to the class. We just fucked around. and just enjoyed life. And I mean, that's the most important thing about life. Do things that you don't expect, because when you do those type of things, you get to experience things that you've never experienced before. And anyway, yesterday I went to gym. I hit leg day on Valentine's Day. Leg day, dude. It was a great set. I hit, for all the gym people, hack squats, leg extensions, calf raises. Don't forget your calf raises. And I went to the local Woolworths or whatever, and I bought chicken wings, and I was gonna cook them. And I also went to McDonald's, dude. I spoiled myself yesterday. I mean, it was Valentine's Day. Of course I could. I had no one else to spoil me, so I would have. You must just spoil yourself. And when I walked into my apartment building, I was walking up the stairs, and there was this guy walking down, and I had all my shopping in my hand and shit. And his face was so red. And I'm like, yo, has this guy been crying? And I was like, yo, what's up, bro? And I could tell he wanted to say hello back, but like he tried to, when you cry and you try to talk, sometimes it just doesn't come out. And he just walked past and he was wiping his eyes. And I'm like, fuck, dude, that sucks. And when I got to the top of the stairs, I saw presumably his ex now. And she was also crying and she looked so angry and she slammed her door. And I was like, wow, dude, it's Valentine's Day. Why the fuck did you guys break up on Valentine's Day? And it just got me thinking about how, like, that's probably one of the worst Valentine's Days they'll ever experience. And I was there. I experienced it as well. I watched the whole thing. I mean, I didn't understand what they were saying because obviously I don't speak Afrikaans, but they were speaking Afrikaans, by the way. And that's a very a terrible Valentine's Day. I mean, they both probably at home crying and shit. Like it looked like it was a hard breakup. Like it looked like a terrible breakup. It wasn't easy for either of them. But I always think of the concept that someone will always have it easier than you and someone will always have it harder than you. And let's just think about Oscar Pistorius. I mean, this man killed his girlfriend on fucking Valentine's Day. And that's really hectic. Like, that's way worse than their Valentine Day of breaking up. And that was actually, I think, 13 years ago. I remember when I first found out about that. I was at my prep school as in grade 2. And one of my friends came up to me. He's like, yo, Reese, did you see Oscar killed his girlfriend? And I was like, what? Really? And I went home and I spoke to my parents about it. And they're like, yeah, Reese, it's all over the news. By the way, guys, to my 8% American viewers, look up Oscar Pistorius. He killed his girlfriend. Apparently, it was really one of the biggest news on the planet in 2013. Like, it was everywhere. Everyone was talking about this Oscar Pistorius thing. Sorry, I'm really paranoid about the security guard. Anyway, I just don't want him to creep up on me and give me a fright. But yeah, like he probably thinks about that every single day. And it's so like I can't remember the word, but like it's kind of funny that like it happened on Valentine's Day. Like, and he was just with her and then it just happened that way. Like the world really does have a sense of humor. And I remember one of the fondest memories I have about that whole trial and everything was that on his kitchen counter in his house, he had a card, and I think it was also a present that was for his girlfriend that he killed, and she never opened it. He never got the chance to give it to her, and he never will get the chance to give it to her. And that's really sad. Like, I wonder where that card is right now, 13 years later. If I were him, I don't think I'd want to read it. But anyway, guys, if you didn't have a Valentine's, it's not the end of the world. I think that falling in love is really a blessing. Like, you can't force love. You either get it or you don't. Everyone, I hope, will experience love some way in their life. But, I mean, I don't have that right now, and that's okay. I'm not really chasing it. Sometimes I do crave love, of course, we all do, but I'm okay with being by myself and developing a podcast, studying in uni, um, going to gym. Like, I'm really excited to just build up myself right now. And those are my priorities. But yeah, those are my real priorities. And to move away from Valentine's Day and just speak to everyone right now who's age fucking 18 to 25. It is okay to feel alone when you are hustling for your dreams. I'm very, very nervous about this year with all of my aspirations. I'm terrified. I really do not want to fail. In my first year of university, I did not take university seriously at all. And I'll make another video about this where I go into detail when I feel more comfortable behind the camera. But I was very, like, I didn't take university seriously in first year and I failed a few modules. But second year, I took it way more seriously and I passed all my modules. But now, as I sit here at the beginning of my third year, I'm terrified I'm going to fail because I'm sick and tired of working. Like, that's my brutally honest opinion. I'm sick and tired of studying, going to lectures, studying for tests. Like, I'm sick and fucking tired of it. And that's the kind of loophole I'm in right now. I don't want to do it, and I'm kind of procrastinating a bit, even though I've only been at uni for a week. I hope this gets better, but I've just been procrastinating a lot. And I love that every person that walks past has not stared at me. That's great. Maybe they just can't see me because my windows are a bit tinted. But I really do not want to do anything right now. Like, I just want to sit on my ass. I want to gym though. I love gym and I want to record my podcast. But university wise and studying, dude, I've had enough, dude, because if we count grade 1 as starting to learn, dude, I've been doing this shit for 14 years. Every year I have been studying for tests, going to classes, and I'm honestly sick and tired of it. I really don't want to do this shit anymore. But I mean, I know that I should. I know that I should. I've been given the blessing of going to university, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And I mean, there are millions of teenagers and people in their 20s who want to go to university, but they don't have the opportunity to. So I should. I should start working hard. Doesn't make it easier for me to study though, but I know that I should be working hard. Just give me 1 second, guys. I want to take a quick vape break. That was a terrible ghost, but yo, I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of the podcast, but I failed to record this thing earlier. I think I did. I can't remember, but you see, I'm so all over the place right now. Like, I'm not thinking straight or anything. Like, I'm all over the place. But I was very angry at myself that when I recorded the podcast on Friday, it went for 5 minutes and I said literally nothing. Like, I was just pulling shit out my ass. And normally I'm good at that, like just speaking about random things, but I was just so tired and I couldn't do it. Oh yeah, and then I spoke about having a break. Okay, my bad, guys. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into episode 5. It is going to be a bit late because it's Sunday now, but thank you so much for tuning in. If you let me know in the comments if you like this new place. Like, I think these are classrooms behind me or something. I don't know what they are, but if you want, please let me know in the comments, and I'll know if that you watch this far if you answer this. Do you guys want me to stay in one place all the time? Like, stay in this place the whole time I'm at university? Or would you like me to go to different places all the time with different backgrounds and different amounts of people walking past? Let me know in the comments, guys. Anyway, shout out everyone. 2026 is going to be a good year. Keep pushing. I saw a quote earlier saying, life happens with you. Yeah, life happens with you, not at you. I got that so wrong. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Bye bye.